What's going on, guys? Globe here. Welcome back to yet another achievement video. Thank you for tuning in. Today I'm going to be showing you how to get all 31 achievements for Beasts of Maravilla Island. This game has 31 achievements worth 1,000 gamer score. And if you were able to get it with games with gold for the month of July 2022, you will have gotten it for free. Otherwise, I wouldn't recommend spending more than about $5 or so on the game, and that's only because I think it's actually a pretty cool game for what it is. Very short though, it's about a 2 to 3 hour completion. Very cool level design, and I think the beasts are pretty cool as well. It's just a very short game, but I'm going to show you how to get all 31 achievements, so let's go. So basically the premise of the game is to take pictures of all the species, and you'll get an achievement for each species on each level. At the beginning of the game is going to show you how to take a picture of a bug on a tree, and that's basically all you need to know about the game. Just walk around each level holding your camera out and looking at all the species and plants. In the middle of the camera, it'll say what the plant or species is if you've already discovered it. If not, it'll just say new. So everything that you see say new, you're just going to want to take a picture of. And you'll eventually fill up each section of the objectives tab, like 8 birds or 8 bugs or 8 plants or whatever it is. And once you complete each objective on each level, there's a corresponding achievement. So on the forest level, there are 2 missable achievements, and technically part of a 3rd missable achievement, which I'll get into in a second here. So once you get to the part of the mission where you're climbing the beanstalk going onto the branches up top, you're eventually going to find these little wood stump platforms, and if you walk over to them and whistle, you're going to see all the beasts for that level swoop over and land in their nests. Now you're going to want to do this 3 times on this level. The stumps are really easy to find. Just walk around the branches and you'll eventually find 3 of them. Make sure you whistle at each of them and you'll see all the beasts land in their nests, and you'll get that missable achievement. Now each mission will task you with taking pictures of a specific beast and their behaviors to be able to progress through the next level. Once you get up to those branches where you're going for the previous missable achievement that I just mentioned for luring all the beasts to their nests, you're eventually going to come across a platform that looks just the same, except a dialogue option will pop up, and it's going to say, hey, the beasts are singing, maybe you should try and go interacting with them. That's how you know you're in the right area for the 2nd missable achievement. So to get this achievement, you have to mimic their notes by using the whistle button and holding it at various lengths to try and replicate exactly the notes that they're giving you. Usually there's 3 to 4 notes per song, and you have to repeat those notes up to 4 times to get 4 of the beasts to come out of the leaves and actually start singing with you on the branches. Now it can be a little bit tricky because the notes can be hard to see through the leaves or behind other beasts. So you're going to want to use your headset or turn your TV up a little bit just to hear the notes a little bit better, and just try to mimic them by holding down the whistle button longer or shorter depending on what you think you're hearing. It can be a little bit tricky. It might take a little practice, but it'll eventually unlock. You have to do that 4 times to get 4 of the beasts to come out of the leaves and start hanging out with you on the branch. Luckily, the game makes it very easy for you to not go too far in it without getting everything that you want. So if you accidentally progress too far in the level and don't have all the achievements for that specific level, you can do one of 2 things. You could either continue and beat the game, and then you're going to unlock Chapter Select, which will allow you to go back to any level you want. Or before progressing to the next level, it's going to say, hey, you're about to go into the next level. Would you like to continue, or would you like to stay on the level you're currently on? So once you have the missable achievements, make sure you take a picture of everything, fill up all your objectives for that level and get all the achievements, and then progress to the 2nd level. So from the forest level going into the 2nd level, you're eventually going to come across this pathway and you're going to see a spirit deer. Make sure you don't get too close to the deer or it will disappear and you'll have to replay the level. Pull out your camera and take a picture of it. It's going to say, I believe, spirit deer, and that is one of the 4 pictures you need of that animal to get another missable achievement. Now once you get to level 2, basically the same thing applies. Pull out your camera, take a picture of everything that you see as new, try to fill up all your objective checklists, and you'll get all the achievements for that level. However, there's 2 things I want to mention on this level. First of all, there is a missable achievement, which I'll describe in a second, but the only thing that really gave me trouble on this one was the spider. He's actually kind of hard to find if you're not looking for him, because I think there's only 1 of them on the map, whereas most of the other species and plants there's an abundance. So very, very early in the level, you're going to want to look for a giant spider web somewhere up in the air. Make sure you take a picture of the spider, and everything else basically will just make itself happen. Now there is a missable achievement. Once you start progressing through the level, you're going to see this little mini cutscene that's going to zoom in on this boulder, this little rock. And if you walk over to the rock, it's going to allow you to pick it up. Then just walk it over to the water. It's going to allow you to throw it. And rinse and repeat 20 times, and you'll get the missable achievement for playing fetch with the otter. Keep progressing through the level. You're eventually going to come across this part where if you whistle, the otter's going to spit water at a plant. The plant will bloom, and you can ride the plant up onto the ledge. As soon as you do this, you're going to want to stop. You're not going to want to progress too much further, because if you take out your camera and you zoom straight ahead, you're going to see the spirit deer again. Make sure you take a picture of it before you get too close, or it will disappear and you'll have to redo that level. Now you have 2 of the 4 you need for that achievement. Just keep progressing through the level. Make sure you take a picture of everything, and you're eventually going to get to what I consider to be the easiest of the 3 levels, level 3. Once you get to level 3, everything generally stays the same. You're going to want to take out your camera and take a picture of everything that you see is new until you fill up all your check marks and your objectives. Keep progressing through the level. You're going to eventually come across this cutscene where the cheetah griffin thing swoops down and steals your book and knocks down some boulders for you to get up onto the ledge. Keep following that path, and eventually you're going to run into the spirit deer again. As soon as you see it, stop, take a picture of it, and then progress. And then you only need to take one more picture, which is at the end of the level, to get that achievement. Now, once you get to the end of the 3rd level, you're going to eventually come across the cheetah griffin thing. You're going to have to complete like I wouldn't call it a puzzle, but I guess it's a puzzle. Before you do that, though, make sure you have all the other animals for that level completed, and you'll be able to get all the achievements once you beat the griffin, basically. So make sure you have all the objectives done except for the behaviors of that animal, the main beast of the level. Then you're going to want to progress, take pictures of the last 2 things that you should need, which is, I think, the ruffling feather thing and the roaring. Eventually he's going to knock down the pillars. You're going to be able to climb up and traverse up to the tower, where you're going to be able to get the last picture for him roaring. Once that happens, you're going to see a cutscene that basically means that you beat the game. When the cutscene is over, you're going to have to turn around and you'll see the spirit deer for the last time. Make sure you take a picture of it, and you'll have all the achievements unlocked by now. If you did miss something, you can always go back via the chapter select, pick the mission that you're trying to do, and find what you didn't already find. If you don't start a new game, everything that you did on each of the 3 levels will save. So if you only missed one animal on one level, you won't have to find all of them again. You'll just have to find that one that you missed. Go, guys. That is how you get all 31 achievements and 1000 gamer score for Beasts of Maravilla Island. Pretty cool game in my opinion. I just wish it was a little bit longer. Like I said, I wouldn't recommend spending more than about $5 or so on it, but it is an interesting game, and I think they did a good job with the art design and the beast design. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.